Okay, welcome back to week 3. I hope you had a wonderful long weekend and enjoyed the fireworks that we heard off and on all weekend. My dog didn't like them very much, let me tell you. She had to hide under my covers in my bed so that she could feel safe. That's dogs, right? Anyways, okay, so we're at chapter 4 and 5 this week. And you'll notice that there are some, I just want to draw your attention to the fact that I've added a few files to last week's entries that I'd like you to look at because they give you some idea of how to set up your experiment if you're thinking of getting into that already. It's a video that shows how Piaget's various concepts are demonstrated. And so you'll look at the one that's most appropriate for the age of child that you'll be working with. And if you have any questions about that, just send me an email and I'll verify yes that you're on the right track, or no, you maybe should be working with a child of this age. For instance, I had a student come up to me the other day from one of my in-class sections, said that her child was 3.5, and so she wasn't sure exactly which one she should be using. And I asked her, would you say that this child has a learning disability or is advanced? Which direction would you put them in? And I said, not just your own opinion, obviously, but just from other people and things that he or she has been assessed at. And so that helped her to make a decision. So you can do the same thing with me, and we can certainly go there. Okay, so in terms of what you need to be looking at, there is a file, a PowerPoint file, as usual. There's also a supplemental file, which, for both chapters, sorry, for chapter 4 and 5. There's also a supplemental file which has a lot of video links in it. So I would advise you to download it, and so then you can link on the links and dig a little bit deeper into each of the topics that are presented. I also want to remind you that your first test is on the 31st, and I have sent an email out to that effect as well, but just so you have the heads up, you have it here in the video as well as a written email reminder of it. Wouldn't want anybody to forget about those tests. Okay, I think that's the gist of what I want you to see. Oh, there's the video on the visual clip, which is quite interesting. It's of how a child starts to understand this concept of depth perception. They don't go beyond a certain point in the little box that they're in because they believe that they will fall. Even though it's glass, they don't realize that. And so they have enough presence of depth perception that they can realize that they could injure themselves, and so therefore they refuse to go to their mother who is presenting them with a toy. It's an old video. I'll give you the heads up on that first. It's in black and white, very old, but the concept is still super important, and so you should watch it and get what you can from it. Okay, any questions or concerns, please send me an email, and I'll be happy to. I try to answer it within 24 hours. Okay, take care.